Ho 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 everyone, and welcome to the first official festive video of this Christmas season. As I mentioned in my "Tis the Season to Be Jolly" video, for this entire month of December, we'll be doing between the Journey videos, or we'll do festive themed, or in addition to with the festive themed stuff. Why? Because Christmas is my favorite time of year. I don't care how cold it gets. I don't care how dreary and dismal it is. To me, Christmas has always been, well, this picture you see, it's always been such a warm and inviting and lively event that just warms my spirits. I could be in the most bitterest of moods like Mr. Scrooge. What do you want, boy? But I could still be like, oh, look, a present. Oh, look, some treats. Oh, look. Fruitcake! I don't know. I can't think of anything. So, this video is going to be about family traditions or Christmas traditions we do around the holidays, mainly on Christmas Day. So, just a little brief background is I have a big family on my mom's side. On my dad's side, not so much. It is big, but I don't know much because all his relatives live in Netherlands from the Holland because that's my dad's side. He's Dutch. On my mom's side, most of her family lives in... most of my mom's... like my nonna, which is Italian for grandma and grandpa, which is weird for me because I've grown up always calling them nonna, nonno, because that's just the way it has been for me. So it's weird calling them my grandparents. But for you guys, I'm going to just say that. Most of their friends' family, they all lived in St. Catharines or are now in Niagara Falls. That's like the Florida of Ontario. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but still. Anywho. So, I have 3 aunts. One that lives out west in BC. One that lives north, wherever the hell London, Ontario is. I don't know. That's northwest, east, south, whatever. And then I have another aunt that lives like 15 minutes away. And then obviously my mom is not the fourth, she's the third in line, but she's of a family of 4 sisters. So, and my dad is an only child, but he still has a big family out in Netherlands. I asked him about it this year and last year when we went away on a trip. Anyway, so for our family tradition was, when I was a kid, I remember I was always so excited on Christmas Eve. It felt like Christmas Eve was the longest day of the year for me. I didn't care if like the next day I had like an exam or a test, or it was the last day of school before the Christmas break, or the last day of school before summer break. Christmas Eve, excuse me, I keep doing that, I'm so sorry. Christmas Eve always was the longest day for me because I loved Christmas Day because when I was a child, I was like, yay, presents! I get free gifts from Santa Claus! Yay! No. But as I grew older, I've come to really like the time spent with my family and all the fun times I get to have with my friends on the days off we get together. We even started this own thing that me and my friends call Friendsmas, where we just get each other silly, stupid gifts, and we just drink, chat, have some fun, open gifts, laugh, and share the holiday spirit with each other. And that's a new tradition that we've actually been doing since, I think, COVID? No, 2021, I'd say. Yes, this will be our 3rd year doing it this year. I look forward to it every year, especially since the first year we had to do a little late, but still, better late than never. Again, I'm digressing. So, my family tradition every year was I would go to bed, let's just say when I was a kid, I would go to bed early because I wanted to go to sleep and then wake up and open presents and then have that nice, delicious breakfast my dad would make us. And then we would used to go to church because I was raised a Catholic. I no longer follow that. If you have your own religion, by all means, I'm not here to disabuse you or say anything wrong. You are free to do whatever you want. And we would go to Mass, then we would go to St. Catharines along with my aunts that I mentioned, besides the one that lived out west, because, well, they're not coming all the way from out west to here. That's an expensive and long trip. And we would just, have lunch together. We would have a big Italian feast. Oh, my God. Oof, marron. It was just crazy. And it was just so much fun. And I miss it? Yeah, I really do. If I could, when I was a kid, take it all back and just be able to relive it, I gladly would. But, I think it's better to save it as memory. And my tradition, I'm going to go more in detail now, is I remember, that was a brief, I'm going to just go for some funny stuff now, is when I was a kid, I remember one time I was so excited to wake up, or I was so excited that I took 2 sleeping pills. Not 1, 2. You're probably thinking, why the hell is a kid taking sleeping pills? I think it was 8. Why was an 8-year-old taking sleeping pills? And I took 2, slipped them under my tongue, let them dissolve, and wait for the melatonin to kick in and let me go. But I did that, and I called it an early night. How early? 8:30. And then I went, and the tradition me and my sister did when we were little, up until I think it was like 10, was we would sleep in the same bed. She had a double bed, so I'd just sleep on the left or the right side. She'd sleep on the other side I wasn't sleeping on. Then if either one of us woke up, we would wake the other up and say, let's go open presents. Which was usually just me, because my sister, she was much more mature than me. She would sleep until whenever she wanted to wake up. Anywho, so I went to bed at 8:30. My sister stayed up. She went with my aunt and my mom to midnight mass. And I woke up around, I think, right when my sister came to bed. Then I went back to sleep. Woke up at, I think it was like 2. Went back to sleep. Woke up at 6. All right, time for presents. I go, my parents are still asleep. And you messed up when your parents are still asleep. And it's 6 a.m. They're entitled to their break, but usually your parents are up earlier than that. So it's kind of weird as a kid being like, Dad, where are you? And then I was like, okay, I'll wait a little bit. Wait till 7. My parents were up. I went like, let's open presents. I go wake my sister up, and she's like, can you please leave me alone? I said, okay. I went to my room, and I think I watched TV or a movie or something. And then when the movie ended, it was like 8:30. I'm like, time for presents. I go, my sister begrudgingly wakes up and says, fine, we'll wake up some I'll open us some presents. So there is that. But our typical tradition for as long as I can remember was we would usually, me go to bed early, wake everyone up, get the presents going. And then my dad would make this nice big-ass breakfast. He would do sausages, bacon, sausage patties, scrambled eggs, pancakes, crepes, waffles. And then my mom, she loves to bake, so she had a bunch of baked goodies, brownies, homemade, not sugar cookies, shortbread cookies, Nanamo bars, these weird, and every year she would always experiment with her creations too. There's one year she still tries to recreate it for me. It was this weird marshmallowy candy cane, like gooey thing. It was soft. It was basically like a marshmallow with chocolate and candy cane. It was so good. I kept eating it. My mom's like, can you stop eating it? I need to give some to the neighbors. I got to bring it to my friends at work. I got to bring it to family dinner when we go to see her. No. I was like, I'm sorry. They're so good. She always hated when I ate her goods. But you know what? I think she also kind of liked it because, she did a kick-ass job. And she's like, that's right. I'm so good I got to tell my son, hell no. Get off. So we would have this enormous breakfast, and then hopefully we were done by like 9, 10 o'clock. Then we would start the inevitable rush of getting ready for the drive to St. Catharines, which in the winter was a little longer because, well, it's winter in Canada. It's either a light dusting of snow or, friggin' Mount Everest outside, and you're just screwed. So, and if we didn't go to midnight mass, we would go to mass in the morning. Then right from mass, we would go to St. Catharines, where usually sometimes we were the first ones there. Sometimes, rarely were we ever the last ones there. And we would just go there and we just say, hey, how's it going? We wait. Well, my nonna would always wait for all her grandchildren to be there. How many cousins do I have? Let's see. I'm not naming names because for privacy's sake of my family. So there's 9 grandchildren. I'm the second youngest behind me is my cousin, who's out west. I think she's 4 years younger than me, but still. But minus the 3, because the 3 are out west in Vancouver, or BC, sorry. And they would all wait. And usually the second oldest, when he grew up, I think he moved out of the country to do his, pursue his own career and whatever he wanted to do. It was a many great deal, many things. But still, let him do his thing. Good for him. Hold on. And we would wait for all of them to come, all the grandchildren to come over, and then we would be handed our presents. We would open them together, and then we would, have lunch together. We would have lunch together. We would have, watch some TV, watch something funny, watch something stupid, watch something dramatic. Sometimes my grandparents' house was like a 3-story, so it was like, traditional, not bungalow. Bungalow is what I'm living in now. I don't know the types of houses. I don't know. Is it duplex? Either way. So, main floor, then there's a floor above, then there was a basement, then there was a basement, then there was another basement. There was like a cellar basement, and it was perfect for my nonna, because she's like my mom. She loved to bake, but she also liked to cook. She's an Italian. She's straight from Nipolis. Napoli, not Nipolis. These are Nipolis. And she would be down there just getting the turkey ready. If we had turkey, if not, then ham or lasagna. She's Italian. She would cook a feast. She would cook so much. And not only that, when dinner came, she would not stop being like, "Oh, Ere, you need this? Oh, yeah, you need this? Oh, I'd be like, oh my God, and like, no, please, just sit down and eat." And then when we're done eating, for some reason, I think this is an Italian thing. It's been so long. Whenever everyone was done eating all the big stuff, ensalada. You want a salad as a customary secondary or a side thing, which is fine. Salad is a side, but at the same time, it's like, right after I just gorged myself on this big-ass meal of like lasagna, broccoli, yams, turkey, ham, so much stuff I can't even remember. There's so much. It was different every year. And then obviously we would, and then after that would be coffee, dessert, or as my nonna would say, coffee! And we would just, all just hang out and let the food, do its job and knock us out almost. We're like, yeah, so did you watch the football game? And then obviously, if it was snowing, my dad and myself and my uncles we would help out to snow shovel. Me, I'd play in the snow. My dad takes a snowblower, pile drives me with the snow. Just me, I'm buried under snow. He's like, "Matthew, where are you?" Me, I'm just like, "Help!" I stopped doing that because I think one time I got stuck and I got a little claustrophobic and had a minor panic attack. But and then we would take that 2-hour drive home back to Toronto from St. Catharines, and then I would get on and play with my friends, and thus ended Christmas. As sad as it was still that one day of just waking up early, opening presents, eating a nice meal. The drive to St. Catharines, which, sometimes I hated, but sometimes I liked. Being able to spend time with my family, sharing conversation meals, and just creating memories. It was just so fun. It was so warm. It was so just something I would never give up, ever. And it's not that I did give up. It's just, time changes everything. And it's much as it's sad, it's just a great memory to hold in my head. So I'm going to end it there. That's my family tradition. What's yours? I am more than willing to listen. And if you want to share in the comments, by all means, go ahead, share in the comments. I'd love to hear your family traditions. Hell, I want to hear all the funny. I want to hear all the goofy. I want to hear all the sad, the happy, the joyous, the miraculous. I want to see and hear everything, man. Because Christmas is that time of year where it just because it's happy for me doesn't mean it's going to be happy for you or anyone else. Excuse me. But it's still a joyous year. a joyous time of year, and I don't want to ever never celebrate it because, well, I love it no matter what. But until next time, you guys have a very frosty evening. Have a good night, my elves.